Hey guys, what's going on? Thank y'all for joining. Y'all, when I tell y'all this is the weirdest day, why do we get snow today? Right? Why do we get snow today? I thought it was so weird. And now it's like sunny outside. I'm like, what the hell is going on? That is the weird. It got like freezing cold out. Okay. It got like freezing cold. Hey, Britt's Block, thanks for coming over. But it got freezing cold out, y'all. The wind was like whipping. And the next thing you know, it's like snowing. Right? So probably like a few hours after that, it's like the sun is out, but it's still cold. It's still cold out, but the sun is out. Like no snow in sight. I was like, what the hell? This weather is bipolar today, right? So you got snow like that. Yeah, this is crazy. I was like, yo, everybody got to stay home today because it's inclement weather. And we get home, it's like, okay, looking out the window, it's like sunny out. But we'll take it, okay? Ciao. But let's get into the show. Thank y'all for coming on over. All right, everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Thank y'all for joining me here in Pettyville, because this is Pettyville, honey. Let's get into it. First topic, Toya and Eugene from Married to Medicine, they've sat down and done an interview, or did an interview rather, with Carlos King. I have not had a chance to check it out, but here is the promo for that. Okay, so Toya, Bush Harris, and Eugene, honey, sit down with Carlos King for an exclusive conversation about their marriage, Quad and King's breakup. Okay, those are some good topics. And Dr. Simone unfollowing Dr. Jackie. We're gonna get into that too, because yeah, they've unfollowed each other because of the mess that's going on. And guess who's in the middle of it? Heavenly. Heavenly is in the bullshit. So y'all know that Dr. Jackie and Simone have been friends well over 20-something years. But when you get somebody like Heavenly who's in the middle of their friendship, it's gonna always be some bullshit, right? But let's go ahead and get into what Toya had to say. Shout out to the Carlos King. Let's go.
The public is right to a certain extent. I shoot from the hip. I'm blunt. I can be rude. I do feel like there are times when I'm unheard and I need more self-control.
Give it up for Toya Bush Harris. You surprised when you learned that Quad and King broke up?
Heavenly said that they've been broken up for months. I'm just curious how many months. Viewers are going to start seeing a different scenario with him as they continue to watch the show. And then you'll ask yourself, were they together?
Are you still following him?
Yes, absolutely.
You don't think you're trying to follow him?
Eugene and him are good friends.
But are y'all good friends?
Am I good friends?
With King?
I'm about as good of a friend with King as I am with Quad.
Dr. Simone has unfollowed Dr. Jackie.
Yes.
What do you make of that?
I hate to say it, but this time it is the devil. And I'm not going to call Heavenly a devil. I'm just going to say I think it's a spirit on her.
Do you think Dr. Jackie is a good friend to Simone?
I think that she could be a better friend to many.
Dr. Jackie's friendship with Simone and Heavenly, do you think she sides with Heavenly more than Simone?
She absolutely sides with Heavenly more, but I think that a lot of the girls look to Heavenly for protection.
Dr. Mimi is a new cast member. I think she's wonderful for the show.
Are you talking about Brandy or Mimi? I'm sorry. Did you mean Brandy?
The perfect timing.
Hey, honey.
What did I miss?
Toya, people do not like the way you speak to your husband.
Yeah. One of my triggers is not being heard because as a child, I always felt like my voice, I couldn't use it.
What does he do that triggers you?
And I need to feel safe with my husband.
What does safe look like for you when it comes to him?
Providing an environment where I can be who I need to be because I know he got me.
And how does it feel for you to hear her say those things?
There are days I'm not the easiest person to get along.
You slam doors.
Oh, yeah.
You have tantrums.
I've slammed the door before. You do? Oh, yeah, I've slammed the door.
Were you ever able to move past the comments your wife made about your penis? Do you blame her for it?
No.
Do you feel like he forgave you for that?
This is the part he's really leaving out, and I really want, and I talked to Carlos about it, and he said, well, can you talk about that? Hey, can I be honest? Are you sure?
I don't know. What you about to say?
Yeah, you gotta always ask Toya what you about to say, because I know Toya, honey. Toya will go there. Now, I do not like when she made a disparaging comment about her husband's penis on the show like that. You never do that, right? You just never do that. Never to give the girls that kind of one up on you to say, oh, I wish his penis was bigger. The fuck? You never do that. Even if you feel that way, you never say that to the girls, because then you give them ammunition in case you guys get into a fight. That's going to be their go-to. To come for you, say, that's why your man got a small penis, girl. Y'all know how women are. Like, we internalize, we have this thing called a mental Rolodex where we store things just in case we need it, so we can pop out on a bitch and be like, okay, I do it too. And I don't forget anything. So if you, and not that I want to use it against you, but I mean, it's no fair words in a fight, right? If we having a verbal altercation, the goal is to go jugular on your ass, right? And if you slip up and tell something that maybe you shouldn't have told, that's probably going to be mentioned, right? Just the petty side. But now I want to go and watch this interview to see what it is that Toya actually talked about, right? But let's move along, because we're still talking about marriage to medicine. We just talked about Dr. Jackie and Simone unfollowing each other, and Heavenly is in the middle of the bullshit. I'm sad about that, because like I said, these two women have been friends for well over 20-something years. So for the two of them to unfollow each other, sometimes a person can be too much to another person, all right? When Simone feels like she needs Jackie to step in and be that friend to her, but her allegiance is more so towards someone who just literally came around and came into the group, who's not been faithful to anyone in the group as far as being a good friend. And we're talking about Heavenly. It's very disappointing that Jackie would take Heavenly's side over Dr. Simone, but they have unfollowed each other, as you guys can see here. So during her interview with Carlos King, Toya Bush Harris revealed that Dr. Simone Whitmore has unfollowed longtime friend Dr. Jackie Walters, said that this may have to do with the latest incident between Dr. Simone and Dr. Heavenly Kimes, as Dr. Jackie has been in the middle for 2 seasons. I was shocked that Dr. Jackie even became friends with Heavenly, because Heavenly is just so, what's the word I want to use? So anal when it comes to her words towards people, but it's so crazy that she never does that with Jackie. Now, I did see this season that Jackie revealed that Heavenly did reveal some very personal things to her in conversation, and I guess Dr. Jackie has been trying to guide Heavenly through some very dark times or moments in her life and in her marriage, okay? Because y'all know all this time she's been saying she and Dr. Daddy are good. They have the best marriage out of everyone. But it seems like she may have had some vulnerable moments with Dr. Jackie. So hence the reason she's keeping Jackie close, because she don't want that to get out. So maybe she sworn her also to secrecy as related to not sharing those things with Dr. Simone. I'm not sure what went on behind the scenes, but what's going on now is the two of them, they seem to have broken up as friends. We get ready to see the reunion. So we probably gonna see a lot of screaming and hollering from Simone, because y'all know that's her go-to. I'm interested to see what the hell is going on, like for real, right? But let's go ahead and get into this seating chart. Well, let's look at this video first that I was going to show you guys. That's also in relation to the two of them not being friends like they used to be, because it's always some bullshit. So shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. So right here, as you guys can see, Dr. Simone says, I see you're still defending a devil, meaning Heavenly. Y'all know Heavenly lied on Simone in terms of saying that she was aggressive with her. She also went to production and was saying she doesn't feel safe filming with Simone, because she's very violent and very unpredictable. Like, she really laid it on thick, right? She really laid it on thick to try to make it seem like Simone was this dangerous person to film with or be around, and that's just not the case. You put your hands on her first. We talked about that this morning. Don't run up on her trying to fake hug her and be all up on her, and when she tell you to get your hands off of her, which she can do that, and she has a right. You put your hands on her body, so she has every right to tell you to get the fuck up off her. And you should not feel any other way except to do what she asked you to do. But so Dr. Simone calls out Dr. Jackie for defending Heavenly. So this has been going on for quite a while. Let's get into it. Let's unmute.
Story are you on? Did Simone push Heavenly, or was Heavenly over exaggerating?
I wasn't there to see it.
Okay, you saw the footage.
I saw the footage.
Thank you, Andy.
And I think what happened is Simone was upset that Heavenly told about the van. Heavenly didn't know that Simone was so upset. So both of them misinterpreted what was happening.
Okay.
Well, I was saying, I think it was a knee-jerk reaction. Like, when Simone got upset, it was more like surprise, not aggressive.
She meant like, get your hands off me.
But it was more like somebody's being fake to you. You're just like, hey, but it's not meant to be aggressive. It's just checking them real quick.
Okay. Well, since Simone said it would be nice if you stood up for her for what's right immediately instead of waiting for the 9th inning, do you regret your timing? And what's your reaction to her saying that?
I'm for those two, I do not get into it, because I've done it before and they get back together.
Right.
Every time. Every
Right.
time I stand up for one or the other and I look up, they're out to dinner together.
Right.
So
Right.
I've learned to just shut my mouth.
Okay. So which side of the story are you on? Did Simone...
Let's keep going. All right, so we won't play that because I'm gonna have to edit it. I already know, because Bravo child, they do not like you playing their clips, and yeah, I've had to edit more than a little bit, but you guys get the gist of it. They were having a conversation, and Heavenly walked up to Simone, put her arm around her as if she was trying to, be like a fake individual like she always is, and Simone was just not feeling it, and she took her hand, and I told you guys this morning, she just kind of took her hand and moved it off of her and moved her hand down, and she walked away from her and told her, don't put your hands on me, like take your hand off me. I didn't see anything wrong with that, because Heavenly, you did touch her. Okay, so we can't play victim when you put your hands on someone else. You should not be doing that. But so that's what that was about. I'm shocked that Jackie tried to backpedal right there, saying I didn't see anything. You were right there, Jackie. But you don't want to say the wrong thing because you don't want Heavenly screaming at you, right? All right, so let's get into some of the questions. Y'all know the reunion is coming up. So Andy asked some of the fans of the show to give questions that they would like answered. All right. So the Married to Medicine reunion filming is soon for season 12. And as tradition, Andy took to his Twitter account to ask for questions. So here are some of the replies under his request. So we had some fans from the show. This is what they're asking. So Andy says, my team is getting ready for the Married to Medicine reunion. Post all of your questions for the cast now and let me know where you're from in the questions. All right. So let's look at some of the questions. This person says that Sizzle from South Africa said the Quad, when you reflect on the past, do you ever regret not having a child with your ex-husband? Oh, come on, Lord. Said that, especially considering how strongly you desire motherhood today. I'm interested to see what she's going to say about that. I'm interested. All right, so the next question that's going to be asked, this person's name is Fixie Jesus, says Cecil, because this is Simone, says Cecil, we witnessed your marriage at the brink of despair because in part you were prioritizing another person above Simone. Ooh, y'all remember that? Said that here we are again. This time it's your boys. What will it take for you to put her first consistently? I really want to hear what he has to say about that, because Cecil seems to have checked out. Cecil is a emotionally selfish bastard, and I'm gonna say that right here. Cecil, I hope you're watching this video. You are an emotionally insensitive and unavailable bastard. Okay, Simone, I feel like gives way more than she should. I feel like in a marriage it should be 50-50. Okay, I don't feel like Cecil is giving his 50%. And I think that Simone is becoming very weary. She's becoming very aggravated. She's becoming very over this situation where her husband is not standing up and sticking up for her when she feels attacked by her sons and when she feels pushed into a corner to feel, what's the word I'm looking for? Let's say guilt tripped into doing things that she don't want to do financially for her boys, versus her husband stepping in and say, no, boys, look, enough is enough. Like, mom, do enough for you guys. You guys are grown. It's time for you guys to go out and get jobs and da-da-da-da. Your mom is feeling overwhelmed. Like, let's take some of the pressure off her. I don't hear Cecil do that. And I think that's the frustration that Simone seems to have with him. I think she's told him plenty of times, at some point in time, baby, you got to go ahead on and initiate that good paperwork. And maybe that'll wake him up. All right. Maybe that'll wake him up when he has to go be a roommate with his brother, who just recently got divorced as well. Right. Go live with your brother. Go live with your brother. If that's how you feel. If Simone keeps telling you how she feels and you keep ignoring her feelings, at some point you've got to take the initiative. Kind of like how Judge Mathis and his wife Linda, y'all know Linda went and filed for divorce on Judge Mathis. Now, she didn't go all the way through with it, but she did file in papers, and that did wake his ass up, right? Every time you turn around, he's Linda this, Linda that. Sometimes it takes that for you to make a person see, I'm tired of your shit. I need you to step up. And if you're not going to step up, I'm going to step on down there to the courthouse and file them good papers on your ass, right? So, Cecil, you better wake your ass up and stop being so damn sleep out here for Simone divorce your ass. A lot of people are saying in the comments that I saw and some other posts that Simone needs to go ahead and divorce his ass because he ain't getting it, right? But let's go ahead and get into this. This person named King P says that Mikey from Philly said that Heavenly, you bring up the other lady's family all the time, whether it's playing or being shady. Come on, read her ass. Said that why do the rules not apply to you when you're going through something with your family? Oh, I really want to know the answer. Said that do they not have a right to respond in kind? See, Heavenly does that. She will talk about everyone else's issue, but she will not bring up things that's personal to her. She will go live on YouTube and talk about Toya and anybody else on the show. She will talk about people's kids, but she got upset when Toya even mentioned that her son was arrested for doing whatever he did, which we know try to hit a police officer on Georgia State University campus. Okay, she didn't want the world to know that. She wanted that to be a secret, but when Toya mentioned it, she had to talk about it on the show, right? But yeah, I feel like it's high time that it's addressed. That Heavenly does like to hide things that she do on the show, and her inconsistencies in her life and her relationship with her husband as well as her kids. She doesn't want to talk about it because she wants to appear to be perfect. But I'm happy that this question may be asked at the reunion because I want to hear what her ass got to say, right? All right, this person has one for Jackie. This person says, Jackie, why don't we see you and Curtis together at home? On a trip, hugging and kissing, or something that lets the audience know that you're married. Ooh, says that when's your anniversary? Everything's surface level with you. Jackie don't give shit. I am so surprised that Bravo keep bringing Jackie back every season because she don't give a goddamn thing. Jackie don't show us nothing but her ass and them funky, musky ass scrubs, okay, and being in everybody else's business and sitting back looking at other people's mouth. Jackie brings nothing to the show. Now, Curtis do show affection, but not to Jackie. Curtis be touching booties and pulling women and pulling the women cast down on his lap and hugged up on other people, but I don't see that affection when it comes to Jackie, and that's his wife, right? We don't ever see them saying, oh, Curtis and I are going on an anniversary trip, or you guys initiate a cash trip or a couples trip. Okay, I've never seen Jackie and Curtis initiate a couples trip with the other couples on the show. We just don't see any interaction between the two of them. Now, I told you guys as well that Curtis and Jackie, they don't even sleep in the same room. That was also spoken about on the show. Jackie has her own bedroom at home, and Curtis go down the hallway to his damn bedroom, and then when they want to get nookie, if he don't go outside and get it, because he's been known to do that as well, right? Because he cheated for a whole 2 years and she didn't even know about it, right? Until them pictures dropped on his ass. But what do y'all think about that? That's a great question. And I would love to hear what Jackie has to say if it's brought up at the reunion. Let's continue. That's a good one. These are good questions. Zima from Charlotte, honey, says that Toya, you say that you want Eugene home, but with every house and with every upgrade, it seems to push him further into work. At what point do you stop upgrading the house and start upgrading the financial plan? Come on, Lord. She working the shit out of Eugene. Eugene be looking so tired. And you fuss at this man saying you want him to be home. The alternative to him being home is you don't have the lifestyle that you deserve or that you feel you deserve or that you want. All right. Not saying that Toya's money does not contribute to the household because she does have her own side businesses. She also get a Bravo check. So she's contributing financially to the household. All right. She also talked about she pays for the boys' private school and stuff. So she is contributing. But at the end of the day, Toya has expensive taste. Usually when a person, and from what I see and from what I've seen just sporadically, most people who grow up without having things, that are not, when they're not able to afford certain things, when they don't have things growing up, when they grow up and become adults and they're able to afford said, things that they want, sometimes they can overcompensate, right? Sometimes they can overdo it because they want to, I guess, prove to people, hey, I have this. That's what it gives with Toya. Because she didn't grow up with a silver spoon, but she married well because Dr. Eugene is a doctor. And she, of course, that afforded her to be on this show so that we would know who she is as well. But at the end of the day, I feel like Toya always has to try to one up others to make everyone see that she too, even though I'm not a doctor, I can live just like you guys. I can wear the red bottoms as well. I can throw the lavish parties as well. And I feel like that's working the shit out of Eugene. So you can't ask your husband to be home when you keep spending the fucking money, right? So there should be a financial plan as related to it. And it should be a cap on your finances as to say, you know what? I would love to throw an expensive party this month, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and push that back because this month I want to save and spend a little more time with my husband so he don't have to work as hard, right? That's how you got to do. So let's move along. What y'all think about that? All right, so this person called The Biggest, they had something for Contessa. They said, Carrie from Atlanta says, since Contessa was present for the scene at Angel's event, Why couldn't she dispel the notion rather that Simone did in fact not push Heavenly? What kind of friend, right? So a lot of people were sitting around watching that whole interaction, just like Dr. Jackie was as well, but she didn't want to say so after. Thank you, Andy, for letting Jackie know that you were there. You were actually there, and they did do a replay as well. But I feel like sometimes the girls, they try to stay out of the spats, especially when it comes to Heavenly, because Heavenly is one of those draining type people who love to argue, and she loves to escalate arguments. So for the sake of not getting into it with her, sometimes maybe they just don't say anything because they want to stay out of it and not get into it with her. So probably that's why they didn't say anything. I'm not sure. But yeah. Let's move along. Because y'all know Contessa, she's had her moments with Heavenly as well. They almost got into a whole fist fight, right? Where Heavenly had to call for security, right? Y'all do know what's the child named Contessa is ex-military. So she got some moves, all right? I feel like she can beat ass if she needs to. All right, so this is the new one, Dr. Mimi. This is her, second season now? On Married to Medicine. They're asking Dr. Mimi, how can you recognize all of Toya's faults but not any of Dr. Heavenly's? Ooh, says it. You were observant of everyone's behavior last season, but that seems to have changed. Ooh, so maybe she's become a little bit closer or tighter with Heavenly, but maybe they're saying you don't hold Heavenly accountable as a friend, and I think that that's very important. If you're a friend, if you don't never tell your friends when they're wrong, and you are a yes girl, and you sit back and watch them be on the fuck shit, and you don't never correct them or say, hey, pull them to the side, like, girl, it's kind of fucked up, right? You used to be like, girl, you're fine. I didn't see anything wrong with that, when there was totally something wrong. Then you become a part of the problem, right? I don't want to have friends around me that can't tell me, like, real, that was kind of fucked up a little bit. Like, you my girl or whatever, but that was kind of fucked up a little bit. To kind of, make me see myself, like hold a mirror up to me sometimes. And it's okay. It's okay. Nobody's above being checked, right? Nobody is above being questioned when they're wrong. And if you feel like you are, that it kind of gives narc behavior if you're in a position where nobody can ever pull you to the side and tell you when you're wrong, right? My friends can check me, but just watch your fucking tone, right? Yeah. But anywho, so they're saying why, says that y'all never ask cast our questions. So those are great questions, and I hope that each and every one of these questions are asked at the reunion. I will be watching the reunion. Y'all know most of the time the reunion is better than the season, because that's when all the bullshit come out, right? But I will be watching. Let's get into the seating chart for Married to Medicine. Yes, child. Always keep friends around you that can hold you accountable, because those are good friends. You have friends around you to tell you, oh, girl, there's nothing. You're good, girl. I didn't see that, girl. Yeah, you weren't wrong right there, knowing you were all the way wrong. Okay, because they want to stay in your good graces. Yeah, no, keep those friends away from you. You want honest friends around you, right? All right, so this is the seating chart for the upcoming reunion. All right, so y'all know who'll get first chair, meaning that they brought it this season. They're the most important, whatever. All right, so sitting beside Andy, of course, is Simone. Across from Simone is Dr. Jackie. Across from Jackie is Contessa. Across from Contessa is this thing here who don't need to be back, which is Quad. Across from Quad over here is Toya. Across from Toya is Dr. Mimi. Across from Dr. Mimi is the other new girl. I can't remember her name, maybe because she's not that important, because she ain't really bring shit this season either. Across from her is Heavenly, who shouldn't even be there either. Okay. And sitting beside Heavenly is another new girl, and I can't remember her name, but she used to be on Basketball Wives. Yeah. But she ain't bring too much either this season. She was boring. But what do you guys think? The seating chart? I think they got it right. They definitely got it right. I think that Simone is always gonna sit by Andy. Like I've never seen Simone sit anywhere but beside Andy, so she always gets first chair, as she should. Okay. Now if Mariah was here, y'all know they're saying that Mariah. Rumor is that Mariah will be making some appearances for next season. I'm happy about that because I love Mariah. So if and when Mariah comes, she'll probably sit here, which will probably boot Simone down. If not here, she'll probably sit here. It will be very shocking. But yeah, so we'll see what happens, what it gives. I'll give you guys the updates as I get them. Let's move along. All right. So this morning we talked about all the crazy ish that's been going on with rapper Glorilla and her family child. Y'all know her crazy bruh sis, the one named, what is that child name? Who cares? All right. But let's go ahead and get into it, because she's still talking, child. I said, baby, can somebody please put some tape on her mouth? I'm sick of her. All right. Victoria is her name. I just remembered. All right. So it said all the crazy things Glorilla's sister said on live. Let's go ahead and get into this. She says, I was so damn hungry, I damn near ate a roach. And I told y'all this morning, they said it was so poor growing up that they ate ketchup packets or ketchup sandwiches, that they slept on blow-up mattresses. They never had real beds, and most of the time the blow-up mattresses would be mostly deflated, so really they were sleeping on the floor. I told you guys that Glorilla said in the interview that she never slept on a real bed until she left to go and stay with her father after she was, of course, was put out by her mother. They kind of grew up poor. It's 10 of them. It's 10. She has 10 siblings, okay? And they didn't really have much because it was so many of them, and they grew up with a lot of roaches and rats in their home. But let's get into some of the things. Shout out to Nip. What is that? No Skip Tea. Let's go.
I was so damn hungry, I damn near ate a roach. Sleeping on the next motherfucking couch, bitch.
Bitch, she ain't on no couch.
I'm in the bed. I'm in the bed. Okay, my bad. I got a little over. I've been on the couch. Fuck. You don't even do shit for our autistic brother. I know he ain't do shit to you. We got an autistic brother. You don't even do shit for him. This bitch that literally laid on the motherfucking mattress with me and pissed in the bed and lied like it was me. We had rats. We had pregnant rats. The rats were fucking pregnant. And we used to feed the goddamn rats. We used to feed the rats. My mama lived in the house she bought. Gloria did not buy that house. She bought my sorry ass daddy a house. Full of roaches.
How you ever beg for some shit, sis?
I asked her, I ain't
But
begging.
you ain't never begged no motherfucker for nothing.
No.
So you don't need no hand
No.
for nothing, right?
No. But y'all can if y'all want to. That's my motherfucking sister. And I can talk about whatever the fuck I get ready. Y'all ain't talking about shit. Me and this bitch laid on the floor together. Struggled together. Didn't eat together. Worried about me talking about it. I'm gonna talk about whatever the fuck I get ready. And they gonna get touched. Man.
Didn't you just say you got beat up and robbed? So you did get touched, right? You said right after you did a live, you went outside, somebody recognized you as Glorilla's sister, and they beat your ass. You said that on live, so you did get touched. So let's continue, though.
You sleep in a big ass cockroach hitting you in the motherfucking face. Gloria remember it, because she talks about it. She remember it. She not obligated to do shit for us. She not obligated to do nothing for us. Walk around with Payless shoes. My mama sitting here getting all the motherfucking foods out to the pastor because she fucking them. I was so damn hungry, I damn near ate a roach. Sleeping on the next motherfucking couch, bitch.
Sometimes we can share too much, right? Sometimes we can share too much. Now that's too much to say that mama gave all the damn food stamps to the pastor because she was sleeping with him. Now, I don't think we need to know that. Why mama catch a stray in this? I thought you mad at Glorilla. Why you mad at mama now? So you just said you ain't doing nothing to help mama like you was protecting mama, but then you done threw mama under the bus and ran over her damn leg. Both her damn legs with that comment. Shit. Oh my God, this girl. I'm lost for words, right? I'm lost for words. Let's continue. That's a lot. Well, child. Yeah, I was gonna play that one, but let's get into this right here. Yeah, that's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. Glorilla, I know you embarrassed, child. I'm embarrassed for you. I'm not even your family, and I'm embarrassed for you. All right, so Glory Woods, honey. This is her, I guess her Instagram. She's this is what she posted, honey. She's telling her family, honey, Indeed.com, baby. That's where y'all need to go. Stop asking me for money. Go on over there to Indeed.com, girl. They got jobs over there. When you click on there, go on and upload your good resume and see if the people will call you back so you can start making some money. I'm not about to take care of all y'all heathens and y'all here talk shit about me. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. You are able-bodied. You got all this mouth. You got all this time. You've done all these videos. You could have been somewhere looking for a job, okay? I always say a person will do what they want to do, all right? Closed mouths don't get fed. When your lips get white enough and that stomach get to growling enough, you're going to do what you need to do because Glorilla is not obligated to take care of anyone but herself. Now, it would be nice for her occasionally if you get down and out and you need a couple dollars or whatever to get on your feet. It'll be all right for her to do that, okay, if she chooses to. But if she don't hold her to that and don't guilt trip her and do 1,000 videos, because at this point it's called harassment, right? She could file a cease and desist. She could go and file charges on harassment on you if that's what she chooses to do. I hope it don't get that far because you guys are family, but damn, how many videos are you going to do exposing her? Everyone knows. I think she's done enough interviews explaining how she grew up very poor with roaches in her home and no bed to sleep in and all the other things that she dealt with. She talked about her siblings, that she had a bunch of siblings. So I don't feel like she hid her life prior to her becoming famous. But I mean, all the things that's being told now, I think is in an effort to embarrass her. Like, I'm gonna keep telling stuff until you send me money. That's what it's giving, right? It's giving, I'm gonna keep telling embarrassing moments about your child, about our childhood, until you send me money or until you do the things that I asked you to do. And at this point, it's really starting to become redundant, right? But let's continue. All right. So she says, if I send you this, just know I'm finna beg. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's her sister. This is Glorilla's sister. And she put a picture up of her saying, hey, if I send you this, that means I'm getting ready to beg. So shout out to Glorilla for throwing her own shade back. All right, I ain't mad at it, right? I ain't mad at it. So sometimes you gotta clap back and let people know. Don't play with me like that, okay? But let's continue on. Let's get into this Claudia Jordan news. We're almost done, guys. This is a pop-in. How many more we got? 3 more topics. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into Claudia Jordan. Child, that's a hot ass mess with that whole Glorilla thing. I got siblings and they would never, okay? My siblings would never ever do no shit like that. Okay, it's just like a cold. It's a cold. You love each other, yeah, you fall out, you're gonna fight and say words or whatever, but you don't get on social media and blast your kinfolk and your siblings or family members like that. You just don't. All right, I got family members who I don't fuck with. I ain't gonna get on the internet and bash them and talk crazy about them. I just ain't gonna fuck with you. That's just how it is, right? It's just understood. I ain't fooling with you, but I ain't gonna get on the internet and blast you and talk about it. It's just understood. Don't call me. I ain't call. Well, you can't call me because you blocked. But don't bother me. I ain't bother you. If I come home and you see me, I might speak. And if I don't, move on with your life. But anywho, shout out to No Chaser TV. Claudia Jordan says that she had to get a bust down together while filming Love and Hip Hop Miami, honey. Y'all know Claudia, she likes to read the girls down too. I think everyone remembers the infamous scene between she and Nene Leakes on Real Housewives of Atlanta, where Nene gave and she came back and gave as well. So Claudia, honey, she's a verbal sparrer, if you will. Claudia will get you together. So I love that about her. Let's get into this child, what she talks about.
How is that going, Claudia? Loving Hip Hop.
I started off bringing class and rising above, and I done got sucked into the madness, y'all.
Good. You know how to do it.
A little bit out of pocket, but I think I gave some good TV. I did what needed to be done and where I needed to be. You know what I mean? Like, it was, it wasn't fake. You know what I mean? I was reacting to the environment.
It was an organic cussing out, right?
Yeah, but most of the girls like me here, though. Okay. Oh, I think they all do. Yeah, except one that's not a cast member. She's just like a bust down. You know what I mean?
Wait, a bust down wig or a bust down?
A bust down that's getting them guts bust down. You know what I'm talking about, Carlos?
I don't nothing.
Carlos.
She tried it. I had to quickly get her together. Yes, I did. Verbally, though, of course. Verbally.
Was it fun?
I once again, listen, I love being in a space where I can defend women. And also hold women accountable that are doing fuckery. I don't think you just get a pass because you're a woman. And I feel like, I did feel like that was given OG respect from a lot of the girls there, which was cool.
Leave it to Claudia, honey, to throw you under the bus and call your whole 304, honey, because Claudia will get you together. She will. All right, so Marsh, which used to be best friends with Chrisean Rock. She said she don't fool with Chrisean no more, honey. They don't fell out over there on Zeus because she said Chrisean messed up her money over there on Zeus. All right. So Marsh used to be the girl that used to watch Chrisean baby Junior while Chrisean was running the streets and doing all the things she was doing. She was like a babysitter, if you will. She's kind of like an auntie to Chrisean's son Junior. But Marsh admits that she and Chrisean are not friends anymore and says that she got on her nerves and claims that they were supposed to be on baddies together, making a bag, but Chrisean Rock messed that up. Well, what do you expect, child? Her own life is messed up. So what you thought she was gonna do with your money? Let's get into it. Shout out to It's on site.
Are we friends? No, I would say me and Chrisean is not friends. She get on my nerves. To be honest, it's like we be chilling. It's like she complain. It's like she always finding something wrong with people. It just be like, bitch, can we just do what we doing? Or like, what is all of this? It's like, it's not that serious. That's how I be. So yeah, I just feel like she be getting on my motherfucking nerves. Like all that shit just be extra'd out. It just, to me, it's like, bitch, I thought we was going to baddies to make money. Why the fuck is we leaving? I be confused. So it's like, I still be jugging and finessing. Like I said, I come from a background where I be hustling for real. Like, you know what I'm bitch. Okay, shout out to you. But my thing is that, so when you say, oh, we finna go to baddies, you're not inviting me to baddies because I'm just your best friend. You got hella friends. It ain't that much friend in the world. It's just that I do certain shits for you that you can't get from other people and vice versa. So you could come with me and I'm gonna hold you down.
I feel like she's held Chrisean down a lot. Now, because she's playing music, I'm gonna stop it. Said that Marsh says that she and Chrisean Rock are no longer friends and admits that Chrisean Rock gets on her nerves. Now, according to Marsh, the plan was for both of them to be on baddies together, making money and securing the bag, but she feels like Chrisean Rock's actions ended up ruining that opportunity for the both of them. Chrisean don't have her head on right. Chrisean barely even had a place to stay, right? So the anticipation of her putting you on, because that's kind of what it is. She has connections and you were hanging with her so that you could get some of those connections as well by way of being around her. But if Chrisean is messing up her own opportunities, what you thought she was going to do with yours, right? What did you think she was going to do with your opportunities by being around her? Chrisean is not level-headed. Chrisean don't listen. She's very hard-headed. Her own family said the same thing, right? I'm happy that she finally has an apartment now for she and her son. That's a great thing, all right? Because she was staying in her car. But at the end of the day, Chrisean cares about no one but Chrisean. I'm glad that you were her babysitter for all the time that you were. I feel like Chrisean was using the shit out of Marsh to watch her baby while she ran the streets and did whatever she wanted to do. But at the end of the day, I feel like you should have probably paired up with maybe her sister, who could have probably gotten you some real connections on Zeus, or made your own connection. If she brought you around Lemuel Plummer, who I think is the owner of the baddie show over there, that's probably who you should have talked to, or Natalie Nunn. You was right over there with them. Okay, you filmed several scenes over there on baddies, so you got to make your own connections. Like when people introduce you and bring you around certain circles, you got to network, sis. Because Chrisean, you know, Chrisean does not have her head on straight. She does not handle her own business. So for you to be mad at her for not putting you in certain rooms or helping you get certain jobs on certain shows or helping you get connections, girl, no, you network and get your own damn connections. That's how that is. I'd be damned if I'm going to be around somebody who know a lot of celebrities like Chrisean Rock, and you taking me around these people and I don't make my own connections to get a bag. Girl, no. You waiting on Chrisean to do it. Sad for you, sis, okay? Girl, bye. Moving right along. Let's get into this Remy Ma interview. All right. So Remy Ma talks about her time on Love and Hip Hop. I found this interview and I want to play it. All right. Let's see what she had to say. I think this is my last topic too. Is it? It is. All right. Let's get into this and then we're going to let you guys go. All right. Let's get into it. Shout out to Nostalgia Moments. Let's go.
Hated it. Wow. I hated it because I just felt like it took a lot of time. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that what they were doing, because I didn't really get the same treatment that everybody else got. Mm-hmm. I probably had one of the
I was nervous for me.
Really?
I thought they was going to try to play you. They was going to put you in a situation where you was going to fight, have to be somebody.
But see, I never felt like that because, like I say, like you're just getting to know me. Like we're gonna be best friends one day. But I never felt like that because I'm very respectful, mm-hmm. and I feel like because I respect people, people respect me as well. Anytime I've ever did something to somebody, they definitely was out of pocket, and also I never felt like who gonna spit at me, who gonna throw a drink at me. Which one of these producers is gonna call somebody that y'all know I'm gonna probably have a problem with? Who's gonna set it up? Because after I finish with them, we going down the whole chain of command. Yeah. Who booked the car service? Who thought it was a good idea? Who wrote the storyline? Who everything? Everybody gonna get it. So I used to come in one day and I'll be on some straight bullshit. I'm leaving. I got an hour hard out. What y'all doing? What's happening? No, I'm not. You cannot take my picture. We're not doing continuity because I'm not shooting this again. You don't need it. And then I come in the next day and I bake cupcakes for everybody. Just fuck their whole head up. They don't really know which one they're gonna get. But I feel like when people only do what they think they can get away with, I felt pretty confident that nobody thought that they was gonna spit on me, throw a drink on me, hit me with a shoe, do any of the crazy stuff that people.
I think they knew not to do that with her because y'all know she was in jail for snapping off on another girl, right? Y'all don't remember my it's crazy. That's why I said Clarissa Shields, baby, you probably want to avoid mission when it comes to this whole Remy situation. Because she went to prison for effing somebody up. And she will power, bitch. All right. She let you know that she might not fight you, but she sure got that power up over there. All right. She's a hood chick, right? But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I enjoyed watching Remy Ma and Papoose on Love and Hip Hop, their whole interaction, the family thing, when they talked about having a baby, that whole thing when she found out she was pregnant. I enjoyed their dynamic together. It just doesn't seem as authentic with him being with Clarissa. It just seems like it's just something to do. It doesn't seem like he was in love or is in love with Clarissa like he was with Remy. I don't think he's going to ever have that feeling with Clarissa like he had with Remy. And it's not that you're comparing the two, but I'm just saying the relationship between he and Clarissa just doesn't seem as authentic as it was with he and Remy. Hence the reason probably why he is stalling this whole divorce thing, because Remy was like, we're waiting on him to sign, right? We're waiting on him to sign. Maybe he's not signing because he knows that he's never going to find that again. Maybe he's just kind of waiting this out and just kind of having his fun with Clarissa. But if and when he does break her heart, that shit is going to hit different. I think she's going to spaz out on him because I think she's talked too much in the media, in too many videos. Like, she's so sure of herself in this relationship with him. Like, I just wouldn't be as out with it as far as my relationship. I mean, if y'all see us out, then you see us out. But I'm not going to do an interview and say, oh, yeah, me and Pap this, me and Pap that. I think she'd be talking too much to not really know where his head and his heart is. That's just my feelings. I feel like he still is in love with Remy. I think that they're just trying to iron out their differences. They are mad at each other right now from some things that have happened. He's mad that he saw her out with Easy to Block, and then vice versa. The fact that he ran and got with Clarissa so quick. I just feel like they're both doing things to hurt each other, but hurt people, but I feel like they do love each other. I don't know where this situation is going to go between Papoose and Clarissa, but I do feel like Clarissa is a space filler in this situation. Y'all can put in there what y'all think, though. But let's get out of here. I'm going to try to hit you guys back, with more news that I know you guys can use. Y'all sign up on all the topics that we discussed in this video. Say what's the best friend too? Yeah. But thank you guys. Thank you, Rose. Say you love it here at Pettyville. Yes, honey. 24 months a member. Yes, honey. I appreciate you all. Please sound off though. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to my top flight moms, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Olmstead, True TV Podcast. Thank you to everyone in the bushes, everyone in the chat. Please like the video, hype up the video, subscribe to the channel as well as our Rails World channel. Thank you to all the content creators. I saw you, Britt Block. Thanks for stopping by. That's the homie. You guys check her out. She's super talented. Support all these content creators, okay? Love you guys down until the next video. You guys, I will see you guys later, all right? Bye.